Is he gonna cooperate here? Let's see. 1 second. OBS does not appear to be cooperating. Alright. We'll try it and see if it catches up or something. Alright, so we are in the Lone Lands. We're going to head down to Harlog, I believe. Something like that. However it's pronounced. It's down south here. Oh, let's close that. Horse, and we're gonna go, yeah, Harloeg. So we'll go do this, that up here, and then we'll go to Agamar, and hopefully we'll, at some point during that process, we will get to level 32. So we're going up this way. How are y'all doing today? Hopefully you got plenty of sleep, plenty of food, plenty of water. Speaking of, I might have to grab more water because I am empty. I've been busy. I got some administrative stuff done. Be right back, grab water. I forgot to fill up my glass, so 1 second. My apologies. I did everything else. I just forgot to supply my water. So we're going down this place, finish these quests here. Actually, I don't think I've started it. I mean, I haven't started questing in this particular section. I think I'm done with the wargs. No, maybe not. Yeah, let's kill some of these wargs. Yeah, I'm still in Brandywine, but I'm thinking I'm gonna be moving. I was doing preparations for that earlier, and so basically like taking stuff off the auction house, and with the number of characters that I have, it took like most of the morning. Taking stuff out of mail, all that stuff. So yeah, it's been a busy day. Yeah, my OBS is still not cooperating. I don't know what's going on with that. Do we need spiders? I think we're waiting to finish the deed. Yeah, we're waiting to finish the deed on the spiders. I mean, I don't want to finish the deed on any of this, but till we actually get like more levels, because we're already maxed out. We've got our virtues all at 15, if I remember correctly. Valor. Let's see, we'll go across here. Valor, determination, wit, zeal, confidence. Yeah, they're all 15. In fact, I sent some. You know, you get the daily Hobbit presents. Well, I had a bunch of. I take one of my alts and collect all of the junk from the Hobbit presents and just store it on, 1 to 2 alts, and I had a bunch of virtue XP, so I sent that to this guy. So I used that to unlock one of these. So I unlocked one level of charity, and then threw some more into fortitude, so I got a little bit there. But yeah, so stuff you can get from the Hobbit presents are like, I mean, very, 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 very rarely you can get like black keys, but yeah, not very often at all. But it's possible, and you can get the keys from the other ones. They're just, you know, it's like one of those things that they, you know, the devs decide, okay, we're gonna enable this, and they give you like a code, you know, for a key or what have you. But I mean, it's just not something that happens on a regular basis. But it can happen. So the other stuff is like, you'll get a pile of gold, or in fact, let's just do the straight into here, because there's items we have to affect here, and there's mobs to kill here, so we'll just do that, and then we can finish all that, kill the boss, and yeah, it's right here. So when you do these, it starts a little thing that gets a couple of NPCs to show up, if I remember correctly. So they start burning. Maybe I'm thinking of another one, but I thought for sure a couple mobs would spawn from it, but I'm not seeing anything. Maybe it changed. Grab this. Yeah, OBS is still not. I might have to. I don't plan on doing a super long stream today anyway, so I can live with OBS being a little flaky today. Alright, so when you do these, you want to try to like, see, that guy was close to the other one, but this one wasn't. So, and he's not ranged, so you can just kite him or kill him like I did. So then these barrels, once you attack them or change them or whatever, these guys show up. I guess to like defend it or prevent your, you know, whatever you're doing. But I think it doesn't happen every. Oh, it's the bodies, I think, is. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's been so long since I did this stuff. I'm not seeing anything spawning, so I don't know. Maybe it is the barrels, because those guys did spawn because of the barrels, pretty sure. Is there a body I missed over here? No. I know I missed one somewhere. There was somewhere over here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I mean, if all else fails, just hit delete key and it'll select whatever's in the area that can be interacted with. So then there should be, at least for these bodies here, there should be something that spawns. But maybe it is just the barrels. I mean, I guess I could read the quest log and figure it out from there. Pretty sure something spawns from this one though. Seemed like every time I did it, there was something that came in, and see, there's one right there. Or is that just a normal? That might be a normal respawn. Could be it. Alright, so we'll go up here. There's more barrels up here. So you can get on your mount and jump over that broken bridge that's ahead there. If you do try to run, if you're not going fast enough, you won't make the jump. So I usually do it like this. And then we're done with getting across. So then there's usually, I mean, they were like on the side of this, but maybe I'm thinking of another little area. I thought for sure there'd be some up here, but it's been so long since I did this stuff, I might have. Maybe it's down here. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Or someone cleared it recently, I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a rune keeper in the area, so some of these mobs have been cleared already. This guy should die pretty quickly. I won't even have to move, I don't think. Alright, so we got that done. And we are earning in fortitude. Did we get anything for that? No, not yet. Oh, that was the initial. No? Orc Slayer Advanced. Yeah. 2000 virtue experience. So where did it go? Didn't go to here. Yeah, something's up. I'm not sure what's going on. It should have gone into fortitude, because these are all maxed, and this one's selected to gain. So where did it go? Loyalty? No. Oh, it put it in here? Discipline and empathy. 500, 500. I put 1,000 in those. So where else did it go? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the game today. Oh, we got a respawn right here. Wasn't even paying attention. Okay. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so these guys are here. And then there should be another one here. I'll wait to get my reset on my swift bow. Alright, what's left? Alright, so boss to that direction. I don't remember there being an instance up here, so what is it? Is there a door or something? Let's see. Is it just at the top there? I thought we just killed the boss we needed to. All right, what are we looking at here? Oh, it could be underground. That might be it. A plague upon us. And that one's separate. Iron Jaws. So 6 more wargs for Iron Jaws, and then burn rotted corpses. Okay, so it's right over here. I just missed it. So, like back here, I think. I'm just not seeing it. Maybe it's up there. Let's see. Yeah, it's saying that it's this direction. Oh, maybe because that guy just completed it, the Runekeeper. Then the body needs to respawn. Because I did not look back here earlier, so it's probably just needs a minute to reset. Because I'm not seeing it up here. It's saying it's like north or a little northwest of me. So that direction, yeah, so that makes sense. It's like behind this thing, I think. Alright, so we just gotta wait, I guess. So while I'm waiting, drink some water. Oh, that's right, there is another one. Alright, so I was trying to think. I think this thing has one in it. Yeah, right over there. I can use that one instead. And that should complete it. There's nobody back here. We'll select him. So that is done. And that's done. Alright, so now that is complete. So now we'll finish our wargs. We'll worry about the rest of the orcs later, since I've already got the virtue, all the virtues to 15 that I'm wanting maxed out right now. So we'll just do some wargs around this area. Managed to find one. That's weird. Maybe someone just killed it. Probably that room keeper from earlier. Are we out of the quest area? No, it's all along here. So yeah, there's just randomly wargs around the area. Just have to kind of find them. See, there's one over there. So I'll do this and it should show up. Yeah, I'll do the second one. So there's another one over there. There he is. All right, 3 to go, 2 after this one. Yeah, it can be a competition on some servers if they're super busy. So that kind of is a bonus for an empty server. No one to compete with all the kills they're trying to get for quests. That can be a source of frustration sometimes. So that's done. So let's go down. Well, I guess we can go turn it in, and then we'll let's see. Is that in Oscruth? All right. So we'll go back, turn that in. I'm carrying the level 32 gear with me. So I'm going to fill up a little bit faster than normal. So I'll just make sure to dump often. Excuse me.
How may I help you?
Meaning sell, repair as often as I possibly can. I mean, within reason.
Greetings.
317. All right.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, that one's worth more. 377. Nice. Sell those. This guy has a quest to complete or to give us. Yeah, complete.
What can I do for you? Might I take a moment of your time?
So, Crebain.
Would you do something for me?
Dolvague. So that's kind of why you want to complete that as well, because there's going to be you'll do these quests for this guy, and then pretty sure there'll be another guy down here that'll have a continuation of that. Is this new?
How may I help you today?
Anniversary gifts. Minimum level 50. Yeah, I haven't done any festivals or quests with this character. It's brand new. Festival tokens. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like all cosmetics or, yeah, waste of time. enough. So basically we're going up to the top of that hill there. And then kill crows if you see any. We're done with those, right? Yeah. I mean the quest for, yeah. I think we already have a, yeah, we do. All right. Rich iron. I couldn't remember the name of it. Oh, he's moving. Go over here. And there should be at least a couple more crabane around here somewhere. There we go. And then that might be one. There we go. Just need two more. There's usually a few down in these valleys here. All right, that's ready to proceed.
What can I do for you?
How can I be of service? What can I do for you?
All right, more borers. Yeah. Stomach. Oh, let's. There we go. Just wondering why I couldn't hit anything. Still on the mount. I don't think I have any gold yet, do I? I do. All right. So once we reach the northern part where we're in the swamp up there, it can be quite difficult. You'll have a bunch of what are they called? Well, there's the bog lurkers, but there's a bunch of trees that can be most of them are, I'm pretty sure, are signature mobs. Oh, we're done with these. Alright, so we'll turn this in. And then once you get to the section right outside the instance, this is Garth Garwin is the instance. This section here, if I remember correctly, is mostly filled with elites. There's some signatures and then there's elites that patrol around. They can be kind of not simple to kill if you're not familiar with how to deal with them. So it's not just a point and shoot kind of thing.
What do you need?
Takes some planning, especially getting rid of the mobs that are patrolling between groups, and you can accidentally aggro another group, so you just have to use caution when you're going through there. Yeah, I guess we'll go back to there, and then we'll go down to Harlog, if I'm saying that right. Harloweg. Oh, 1 second. Let me refresh Twitch. It looks like it's bugging out. There we go. Looks like that might have done it.
How can I be of service?
We haven't done any of this, so that'll be interesting if you haven't done it before.
What
Go
do you
and
need?
repair as well. Alright, so down to Harloweg, this area down here. So mostly you have trolls. There are a few other mobs, but it's mostly trolls. So right in the front section of it, you'll have like a bunch of I don't know anything else other to call it than bugs. So there's, I mean, it's as a general like mob type. You get the Knickerbeakers and or however you say that, Knickerbreaker, and like flies and other mobs like that. They're generally like insects or types of insects. Maybe they're corrupted insects or whatever. But so when you come to this area, the way that I get down here is I go to this point here, and then there's a slope, and then come down and into the camp. So this comes to a point here, you got a little rampish slope type of piece of land that comes down. I mean, versus hitting that cliff over there, I guess you can maybe slide down that, and then the other side is similar. So it's kind of a a steep drop off there, and then that into the water. So this tends to be the simplest entrance and exit for this section, and even getting into Harlowig. So you come down here and you do all the Harlowig stuff, and then you can go from down here. You can go east and to get in there, and I'm pretty sure somewhere in here there's an exit to get out, so you can probably get into there from like this side. I can't remember exactly how, but and then the angle, haven't really been to the angle, so I'm not sure what it's angle of methedron or something like that, unless I've got the area totally wrong. So there's like bog flies and stuff, like I said earlier, but yeah, it's just a swamp. So you have some undead, you got the bugs, and they'll tell you to do different stuff up here in the bug area here, and then in the southwest section you'll start to see like undead here. It's mostly filled with undead and like worms and stuff like that. So they'll have you clear that out. Let's see if I can get over this wall. That's a new one. I'm not sure I have Lebrathon yet. Or do I? Oh, I have you. Alright, I'm not going to get that yet. It's just going to take up an unnecessary inventory slot, because you'll be quite full once you're kind of deep in questing in this area. Your bags are just going to be overflowing. I promise. There's so much loot in this area. It's crazy. Alright, so we've got these 3 NPCs, so they want you to get all this stuff, and then the rewards are like this crafting stuff and the scrolls, just like before, except it's expert now. So I'll be taking the expert scholar scrolls, but that's 4 slots that you have to have empty in your inventory, and right now I'm limited number of spaces, so I may do them, but I'm not sure I'll be able to complete them until I actually get the so I won't be probably completing these particular ones, at least immediately, unless I just start throwing some of these boxes out, which it's a possibility. But I mean, you pick one of those scrolls and then you get 4 of these, so that's 5 slots there, and then 4 for the other one that I just took, and then you've got this one, so that's another 2, because you get a ruby shard and one of these scroll options. So then there's, I mean, the scholar scrolls stack, so really it's 1 slot for the scholar scrolls that I'll be picking, and then let's see, it was 3, and then 4, 7, and then 1 for the scroll is 8, and then this one is 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if that's all I do, I'll have plenty of room for all that. But that's not all you get. You get all the loot from all the mobs, and then you have quest rewards here. And I think on this other guy, once you do this first level, or you get a specific amount of rep, then you get to talk to, I think, that guy. I don't remember if that guy's a quest yet, but I think he gets unlocked as part of the I forget what they call it, the chapter thing, the storyline quests, I think is what it's called. I'm so out of it. I haven't been in this game in so long, but I'm pretty sure that's generally what it's called. is. Alright, so yeah, so we got to do that, and my troll stuff hasn't been unselected, so it's just going to highlight all of it, of this whole area. So you've got that guy's a patrol, so if I can kill both of them at the same time, it saves me a little bit of effort. And I think there's another mushroom over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. For some reason it's not letting me see it with the mouse, so I'm just hitting the delete key and U to use it, and allows me to pick it up. I think there's another one around here somewhere. Yeah, up there. So the side of this wall. So I'll grab these, and then I think he's not going to be close enough. I was trying to kill that other guy with a split shot, and then this dude just started moving, so he wasn't caught by the split shot. That's what I was trying to say. I just didn't say it well. We just did a deed completion. Ah, the whites, right. So it's not the advanced one, so I don't have to worry too much, as long as I don't just keep farming these guys, because I've got another 120 to go. So yeah, it takes a while to complete some of these deeds, and that's nothing. You can go into like the later zones and kill like, I don't know, 300 or 400 for the last step of that deed. I mean the deeds in the high level zones. Okay, so all of these, and then you can get area mobs that will aggro if you get too close to them, so I tend to kill them first and then finish collecting all this stuff here. Or wood, quest items, what have you. See, we're almost full already. Alright, so that's good. So now we'll go sickle fly, we got the soggy mushrooms, crunchy crawlers. Alright, so that's kind of northeast-ish from where we are now. Don't really need to kill the undead, so we'll look for worms if we can find them. Oh, right. The bugs. Wait, gizzards denotes like a flying bird type of thing, so they're not insects? I guess not. I guess not. Yeah, we'll ignore that platinum for the moment. Oh, you know what I might try is reset. Refresh. Nope. Yeah, the OBS chat window is just not working. Try undock it. Hey, there we go. Now it's working. Outstanding. Just took a little time. It's being a little slow for some reason. Alright, so that's all the gizzards. Oh, I don't need those. So I just need the worm. Crawler meat, whatever. So that should be trolls left. Actually, not really, because they'll have us do more of those exact quests. Actually, what I can do, I can loot this platinum by dropping some item. So I'll drop like that one. So if I get a, pardon me, if I get a jeweler gemstone or something like that. Yeah, there we go. almost 31, so shouldn't be too much longer before we're 32, and we'll clear out some of that inventory space. Okay, it's telling us to go east. We want to finish these quests. And I'm pretty sure there's not a vendor back here. So in order to like repair or sell junk or whatever, you have to go all the way back to Oscar Ruth. Alright, so that spot filled up. Excellent.
How can I be of service?
Alright, so see, we have no inventory space to complete any of these. So we'll come back and finish those later. Now, one option is you can. I've set it to the weather hills over there, next to that the base of the weather top here, where you had Candace. He was Candace encampment. I set it to there, but it might be beneficial for me to set it here. So my campsite's here now, so I can just instantly return here. I can go dump stuff, sell junk, etc., and then come back immediately. So I'll do that. That will help slightly. And if I remember correctly, this could be wrong, so don't quote me, but I think return to camp works for fellowship members as well. Pretty sure. I will have to test that though. Okay, so now we can grab all that crafting stuff from the quest and then come back and mail all that stuff off to alts. So then I'll just avoid collecting any crafting items, if at all possible.
How can I be of service?
So that's a cooking crit item, that's a jeweler crit item, and that's a metalsmith crit item. So let's mark those as locked. And we'll put that up with the, where's the scholar stuff? I guess here. Do like that. That. There we go. And then put this up with the, where's the metals? Oh, I guess it's here. Alright, so do there we go. Jeweler there. That. Put the wood woodworking stuff. And cooking's fine. Jewels. Yeah, so we'll swap. Oh, this goes down here with scholar stuff. And then woodworking, jeweling. Alright, let's try that maybe. And then Taylor. There we go. So then we can throw out all these boxes if it gets to the point where we're totally out of space.
What can I do for you?
Another scholar item. Yeah, we're just not going to have space to do it all over here, so just keep it where it is.
What do you need? Could I speak with you a moment?
So now if I go to complete these, all I need is those items already in my inventory, and I'll be able to loot them all from the quest. So I should have zero issue with doing this twice,
Would you
which I'll do
something
now.
for me?
But even if I do, I can throw out some boxes to loot something if it's not if it won't let me complete it. So I'll do all this again, and then I'll send all that stuff off. So I think I'm friends with Eglaine now? Ally. Okay. Yeah, ally. Oh, you branches. I will take it. If I can get up there. Alright, so my chat window is resolved. The issue that I had a second ago is no longer an issue. So just a few left. A few of the mushrooms at least. And if you're really desperate for the flies, they do spawn up here, and some worms as well. South Downs? What is this? Where is this? Cardolin? Yeah, I've never been to Cardolin. Interesting. Yeah, this used to be a cliff or wall or whatever you call that. But up there, I think you can get some of the flies and worms. Yeah, there we go. Alright, worms done. Crawlers or whatever. So now we just need some more gizzards. So we should see a couple more flies on the way down to the camp. Actually, we'll dump any stuff to sell. At Oscaruth. And then we'll go turn all that in. And then we should be done with the worms or whatever it is.
Greetings.
Alright, so then we'll come back and mail this stuff off. And that'll empty out our bags a little bit.
Greetings.
Yeah, everyone can hear you here. You don't need to blow your horn 24/7. The ego on these emergency personnel are just insane.
Greetings.
We're more important than everyone else. We don't care that you're sleeping. They're like, fuck you. We don't want you to sleep. Alright, so we'll go back to Oscaruth, mail all this crap off, and then we'll have plenty of room for stuff. As long as I can manage not to loot anything. All the crafting mats and stuff. I mean, they are useful. Don't get me wrong. But right now, until I get to level 32, I have a limited amount of space. Yeah, I think probably that one. I mean, that's not great. 12 to 15%. So 15% isn't awesome, but it's what I've been using for I guess I can do that, but yeah, I may need that for actually the instance or the areas that I'm about to go to. So that'll increase. I'll get a 5% heal over time from that. So it'll be 15%. So let's do that. And then we'll max this out after a bit. Alright, we're still at 15. So we'll keep increasing fortitude and tolerance and charity, compassion. We'll try not to do as many deeds until we get more points into these, the valor and all that, but that's good for now. And then we have another spot here. So I've got my bow damage, got that for fellowship maneuvers right there. That's 8 fate. It's a little bit, not great, but it helps. And then if I was doing swords, then I would equip that if I had it unlocked. But I can add this, so if I need to go AFK or hide or something, I can use that. Alright, so let's mail this stuff off. Wait, what? I already made the arm. Okay, so I have 2 copies of it. Lovely. Awesome. I forgot that I sent it. Or I didn't see that I sent it when I looked. Thought for sure I had made some, but I didn't see it. It didn't show up when I looked. All right. Let's do that. That's tailoring. Okay, I think that's it. And then that's cook is 1, tailor's 2, scholar's 3, metalsmith 4, weaponsmith 5. So one of these, yeah, I guess I'll do the cook one here. So, excuse me. Do jeweler next. Why didn't I send that? Alright, back to it. People actually talking.
Working Gamer 123 just followed. Working Gamer 123 just followed.
Awesome, thanks for the follow. Working Gamer 123. Yeah, it's not a bot at all. This tune is a hobbit, and on behalf of my folks, I say we're a bad match for human digestion. Put it mildly. Alright, so we're going east. So let's go over here. Take this little ramp. Might have to kill a Neeker Breaker or two. There's no quest to kill them, so you don't have to. And they'll just growl at you if you get close to them. Like that. So these guys, oh, they're not elites anymore. Okay. I think there's at least one elite in this area. Pretty sure. Since 2017. But the last 3 years I was on break, so I just recently came back about a week ago. Well, it can. The trick with leveling is making sure you're constantly upgrading your gear. I mean, until you're in Moria and you can get the quest rewards, which tend to be fairly good. You know, you can enter Moria at 45, right? So you do the I believe it's called Gates of Moria or something like that. You get your legendaries. Go to what's the main town where you get your legendaries? Anyway, you upgrade them there, and then go back to Moria, and you can start questing at level 51, I believe, 48, 51, somewhere in there. Point being, it can be if you're just taking the quest rewards. So if you're not doing any crafting, you might notice that issue, if that makes sense. Well, for the legendary, yeah. So what I typically try to do is get my legendaries, and then any quests or whatever that I feel like I skipped, or deeds or whatever, I'll just go back to those zones after I get my legendary, and do it after I get my access to Moria. If that makes sense. But do it how you want, Some people hate Angmar, so they just avoid it. I like the story there. It's not bad. It's actually quite extensive too. And it carries all the way through to level 100, because you end up doing like, well, I don't want to give it away, but there's a NPC that you have to deal with. Well, I say have to, it's part of the story, but you end up seeing them later for the level 100 story part of it. It's really interesting. Yeah, that's basically the whole game, is go from one side of the map to the other, and carry something or pick up something, or whatever it happens to be. They want you to move around the map. So mobility is huge as far as like getting your return to skills or being able to move quickly, and that's it can be a source of frustration if you don't have like fast travel access on the mounts, on the stable master horses. So yeah, it's a strategy. They designed it so that characters or players feel like, well, I have to spend money to unlock this. No, you don't. You can do deeds to unlock a lot of that stuff. It just may take a while to complete all the deeds to get to the point where you're able to unlock that stuff. But it is possible to do without paying money. It's just not super easy. And fast travel is very convenient, but an option is, if you have a second account and you have a hunter on there, you can just have them follow your other guy and just run around and complete stuff. I'm doing it solo just to show you guys, but I've got like 35 characters, so it's but if you want to place just with one character like this, then it is an option. It's possible to do, and you can easily just slam every mob's face in the dirt like I'm doing. Just it takes a strategy. I've done it with pretty much all the classes. I haven't played the Mariner because that's a new one. They introduced it while I was out of game the last 3 years. But yeah, it's yeah, I tried Borning a little bit. I've got a level 41, I believe. But yeah, so like when you get groups like this, then what you want to do is take your heaver and aggro him, and then the other guy is going to hit that trap, and then I can kill the first guy, the melee dude, once I'm done with the first one. It just takes some time learning how to deal with groups for each class. What classes or what games have you played in the past? The reason I ask is like if you've usually played like ranged characters, then um, there's a few options. So I love Hunter, but you can play like Lore Master, Runekeeper, Minstrel is a fun one. I have like 8 hunters and I want to say 4 or 5 minstrels. Um, but I definitely like hunter best. I've tried yellow. I was like, okay, yellow hunter not great. It just you put traps down. Red hunter, you stay still and you blast a lot of damage. But if someone's in your face, you know you're kind of stuck to not avoid that damage. Yeah, I played WoW back in the day. I stopped playing it in '08, but yeah, it was interesting. Kind of a fun game. So I was just trying to ask that question to say, depending on what type of I guess damage dealer that you like doing, or you want to heal, or you want to tank, there are different options if you're not enjoying the borning. Well, you don't have to start over. That's totally not what I'm saying. So you're 35, so if you've never completed any deeds for an entire zone like the Shire, Erd Lewin, um, okay, so you want to just have a specific type of class. Is that what you're saying? That's not what I'm saying. Virtue traits right here. So as you level, um, these virtues for the DPS classes, the ones that have a sword next to them are the ones you want to look at for increasing your damage. As far as I know, could have changed over the last 3 years, but it seems to be current information. Valor is the best one for physical damage classes like champion. No, I'm sorry. Champion is strength. Um, so like warden, hunter, and burglar. So you got valor, determination, wit. I mean, these are the ones that I picked, but I mean, you can go with whatever works for you. Tank, tank virtues, what have you. But what I usually try to do is just go with a high damage spec, and if you're questing, the faster you kill stuff, the more you're gonna get through with the hour or 5 hours or however long you're playing for the day. So the more enjoyment you can get out of it. So the faster you kill stuff, the better. If you can manage to craft your own gear, you'll kill stuff faster versus just taking quest items that usually have the worst stats or no stats on them. If you're low level questing, it's just I guess maybe play style, but yeah, I guess it depends on your spec and how you play. But I for the strength ones, I went with let's see if I can remember what I chose off the top of my head. I think I went with similar to this, except one of these has strength on it. Yeah, might. So I think I went with um, Valor first, and then Zeal, and I think I still went with Determination because although it has the agility, you need agility for those classes anyway, just not as much. Um, Might is what determines like your blocking on a Guardian, or those will increase those particular aspects of play for those classes. So sorry, let me deal with this. So if you can look to your character sheet and you can mouse over might for hunter, it tells you, it gives you crit, evade, finesse, and how much per point of agility, right? I'm sorry, that's over that was over might for a second. Sorry. Okay, so this is agility. As you get more agility, for every point, I've got 137. So notice I have 411 of the physical mastery rating. So every point in agility, I get like 4 points in physical mastery rating, or 3 points, or something like that, right? So 3 point, whatever it is, however the math works out on that. 411 divided by 137. I think it's probably 3. Anyway, the point being, look at each of those and find for whatever class you were talking about borning. So might will increase for a hunter. I've got 19 might, so it doesn't increase physical mastery rating as much as agility does. So that's your primary stat that increases your actual damage for a hunter. For your class, for borning, I would suspect it's probably closer to 3 or more. And there's charts on the wiki you can look up to see all of that. Maybe you can find it if you can't find it, but that's how you figure out. And then once you get start nearing level, 60 is where it becomes most important. But as you're approaching level 60, your finesse is going to be become more important. But as you level, if you can add finesse, it'll help you not miss as much. So it'll counteract the mobs possibility of block, parry, and evade, right? And then your crit, if you get a crit on a mob, it'll increase how much damage it does, right? So those things, just look at your character sheet and it'll help you decide what virtues you pick. And then of course these can help too. They have a little bit of things, so make sure you do the deeds for I did a Borning years ago, but I didn't play it much, so I don't know what the actual enmity deed is. But like for this hunter, the enmity to get the bonus damage for the race traits for the bow was goblins. So I had to kill like 150 goblins, right? So make sure you do the enmity and you equip that in your race traits slot here in this tab. This is the virtue traits on the bottom, and then the race traits in the middle, and then the class traits on top. So another issue that might be happening is if you're playing your class and let's say your spec is red, right? I mean, you're not a bowmaster, you're Borning, right? But your spec is red. All of them have a red, blue, and yellow or something similar to this. So if you're spec in the middle, but you're putting points on like a blue or yellow, those points are going to cost 2 points for every skill that you unlock outside of your spec, outside of your red spec that you've chosen to be your primary specialization for your class, right? So if you're picking outside of your color, then those are going to cost extra and you won't be able to put as many points into it. Does that make sense? So that might be something, you may not have done that, but you may have noticed that it costs more. So make sure that if you are picking outside of your spec, that you've already tried to max out and gotten these two and all of these unlocked before you start doing that. I think you get that at like 33 points in your tree. You can max all this, or 35. Yeah, it's 35. So you want to max this out, get all the points that you need, and then above 35 you can start putting in the other trees. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, just maybe it's a experience thing with the game. I didn't know how to play the game until I was a couple years in. It's just, and I mean that's even assumed that I knew now, but it can take a while to learn this stuff. I thought I defeated Galrip, but maybe I didn't. Let me go find him, and then we'll go turn this in. Should be over this way somewhere. Not in range yet, I guess. Over here. No. Where is he? Maybe someone killed him already. Oh, there he is. Did I just miss him? Where is he? There he is.
Greetings.
Do you come with peaceful words? Greetings. What brings you to this place? Will you hear my tidings?
Alright, so back there.
What do you need?
What can I do for you?
Alright, so now we're gonna go up here, and there's a camp. I think it's near this red pass, or in the red pass, but anyway, it's up north of Haragmar. So you have to come down here through the water, and I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'll show you once we get there. But I still need to do the quest for the rabbit dude here. The what's his face that's in the tower here. This guy. Can't remember his freaking name. Radagast. So we'll go do that. Let's see. Okay, so that's all done. I don't remember if there's anything else to discover in that area. There might be, but if that's the case, I'll get that later. Excuse me. Alright, so we've got... Oh, I need to do that too. I don't remember that being super great, but I suppose I could do it now. Let's see. Agamar is up north, right? Yeah, okay. And then... Okay. Okay. Alright, so let's kill these. And then I guess I can do the class quest, level 31. And when I first went through here, I was ultra careful not to get aggro from one of these stealth bog things. But should be fine even if I get aggro from one. Yeah, they're not super hard to, I mean, they're easy to just avoid. You just keep running and then you lose aggro. So just need to kill 15 of these, and then I guess I'll do the class quest. So I think that's in Bree or wherever that is, so I'll do that and then I'll come back here and finish this stuff.